Test. Test.
A top three CACC North Division showdown takes center stage at the Drubner Center as the Post Eagles clash with the Dominican Chargers on the CACC network. Thanks for joining me. I'm Matt Scalzo. Happy you could make me a part of your Thursday evening, and we got a good one in store for you tonight as Post, the top team in the North, hosts third-place Dominican, and this matchup has a lot at stake, especially when it comes to postseason seeding. Both sides have already clinched a spot in the CACC tournament, But for the Eagles, a win tonight would guarantee a top 2 seed in the North, and more importantly, ensure a home match in the CACC quarterfinals in a couple of weeks. It would be the first time since 2018 that Post would host a home CACC tournament match, especially with road matches looming against the top team in the South in Georgian Court on Saturday, and a rematch with Bridgeport looming next week. These next 2 matches are huge for Post in terms of a measuring stick and seeing where they stand against 2 of the top teams in the conference and the reigning champs in Bridgeport, a team they beat earlier this year at home in 5 sets. It was a thriller. As for the Chargers, there's a bit more on the line. They sit at 10-8 on the season, 7-4 in conference play, and they're a game back of that Bridgeport team, the Purple Knights. They do have a game at hand over Bridgeport. A win tonight would keep them within striking distance and a chance to come closer to that Bridgeport team. And as we talked about, that matchup against Post, that can be big for Dominican if they want to get into that top 2 spot. A loss, however, would drop them 2 games back against the Bridgeport team that is taking on Bloomfield tonight, the last place team in the North. All signs point to a Purple Knights win. You never know. That's why you got to play the matches. But it would be tough for Dominican to climb out of that hole, especially with how good this Bridgeport team is. Both sides coming in on winning streaks as well. Dominican, under 5th-year head coach Patrick Ernst, have swept their last 3 opponents, including Wilmington, in their last matchup on the road, while Tiffany Burney, in her 3rd year at the helm at Post, has guided the Eagles to its most wins since 2018 and best conference start since 2016. They're winners of 7 straight, including the last 3 in 5 sets, and the last 2 have been reverse sweeps over Felician and Jefferson. Coach Tiff hoping to keep her heart rate down a little bit tonight against a team that she took down in 4 sets on the road earlier this season. That was a strong win for Post. They dropped the first set to the Chargers, but then won the next 3. Kaylee Harper had a match-high 17 kills. Tamara Rodovino had a season-high 11 kills in that matchup. Meanwhile, for Dominican, they're looking to bounce back under Patrick Ernst, and they have 2 star-studded outside hitters, Gracie Carr and Ellie Perez on the outside. They're 2 of the best in the conference, and they're a 1-2 punch. It's going to be a lot to handle for Post. They did it one time. Can they do it again? The Eagles are 34-14 all-time against Dominican, 7-3 in their last 10 meetings, and are 16-5 at home when taking on the Chargers. The national anthem is coming up next. I'll give you the starters, and then it's first serve when we come back on the CACC Network. Welcome back to the Drubner Center. Post and the Dominican getting set to get go. Here's the starters for Dominican. Gracie Carr starts on the outside. Aaliyah Ellis, one of the middle blockers, is joined by Savannah Toady as well in the middle. Lindley McCutcheon starts her 4th consecutive game. Ellie Perez joins Carr on the outside. Kaden Sandsteed is the facilitator as the setter, and the libero is Linda Armeo Peng. Now we'll meet the starters for Post.
Hi, I'm Tamer Radovanovina from Bachelor Series 2.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Harper from Colorado.
Hi, I'm Hannah Brandt and I'm from Osijek, Germany.
Hi, my name is Kristina Peric and I'm from Belgrade, Serbia.
Hi, I am Maria Fernanda Branco and I'm from Curitiba, Brazil.
Hi, I'm Sarah Enright and I'm from Yorba Linda, California.
Hi, my name's Alyssa. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Bernie in her 3rd season, assistant coaches Brianna Mermina, Alexis Haynes, and Anne-Marie Nelson.
The starters have been announced for both sides, and we're going to get going in this one. As I mentioned, 2 winning streaks on the line. Post winners of 7 straight. Dominican winners in 3 straight. The Eagles looking to clinch a top 2 seed and a home match in the CAC quarterfinals with a win tonight. As for the Lady Chargers, they are trying to hold out hope and stay within striking distance of Bridgeport for that 2nd seed and potentially even for Post for that top seed. A loss would knock them out of contention to pick up that number 1 seed. A loss also would push them further out of arm's length with Bridgeport, especially with the Purple Knights taking on Bloomfield tonight, a team that is yet to win a match this season. Seems likely that Bridgeport will continue and hold out their advantage over Dominican. 49th all-time meeting between these two. Post holds the advantage 34-14 and has won 7 of the last 10 meetings. And they also took the meeting earlier this year on the road at Dominican, 3-1. Good crowd on display. Post is in the home white uniforms, orange letters, numbers, and accents with the gray shorts. The libero, Alyssa Groves, in the alternate gray top with orange lettering and numbering with white outlines across the chest. As for Dominican, they're in the road black uniforms, white numbers, white accents, and striping with black shorts. The libero, Armeo Peng, and the alternate red top with white letters and numbers. We are underway from the Drubner Center as Sandsteed has the opening serve. Setter dump from Bronco, floated back over. And right again from the outside. Carr has the dig in the back row. Some trouble off the ricochet, kept alive. Rodovino is blocked and covered. Perez goes long, and the extended rally ends in Post's favor to start this one. Both teams very high in hitting percentage, 2nd and 3rd in the conference respectively. Dominican at even 200. Post hitting at a 207 clip as a team. Perez is blocked. And a one-arm set over by Armeo Peng. Perrick doesn't get enough on it, and Dominican has its first point off a hitting error. Back to serve goes Ellie Perez, a junior outside hitter from Miami, Florida. 2nd on the team with 209 kills. And 4th in conference play, averaging 3.37 per set. Carr from the outside, and she gets on the board. Caitlin Carr, but she goes by her middle name, Gracie. That's how she's known across the program and within the athletic department at Dominican. So that's what we'll call her tonight. She leads the team now with 243 kills. That's second in conference play, averaging 3.51 per set. Harper can't keep it alive in the back row. And Dominican stretches its advantage to 2. Patrick Ernst is the head coach. John Chang, the assistant coach, currently talking with Caden Sandsteed. Nice dig in the back row by Perez. And Parrott cannot keep that one alive. It's another point for the Lady Chargers. Parrott down the middle and finds the back corner. Christina Parrott leads this team, 306 kills. That's third in conference play. 3.36 kills per set. That is fifth in the CACC. Her 306 kills is good for third in the conference, not just in conference play. Parrick off the block, and it's back-to-back kills for Christina Parrick. She's had at least 12 kills in 7 of the last 8 matches, and she's had double-digit kills in 19 of her 23 matches played. She's coming off another CACC honor roll nomination this past week, as Enright's serve goes into the net, and it's a 2-point lead for Dominican as Linda Armeo Peng, the libero of this Dominican team, graduate student out of Houston, Texas. Tough set for Bronco off the net. Off the block touch. Here comes Carr. Carr with a nice dig in the front row. Sandsteed sends it into the back. And there's Enright. Set off the net again by Bronco, and she's called for an illegal attack. Saying that, the official saying that was above the net. And it's equal opportunity for both Dominican and Post. Back set to Parrick down the line, and Christina Parrick's got her third kill. She has all the kills thus far for Post as Hannah Brandt comes into the front row, replaces Tamara Rodovino. Alyssa Groves on the serve. It's a good one. And a free ball comes over. In system, Brandt finds the line. Hannah Brandt, the senior middle blocker out of Germany, a consistent hitter and a strong blocking presence as well. She leads the team with 57 total blocks this season. And right on cue, Hannah Brandt and Christina Parrick, a double block. Turns away that Dominican attack, and it's knotted at 6. Back set from Sandsteed, McCutcheon from the outside. Harper, a one-arm dig from Armeo Peng, and a free ball from Perez. Ricochet is kept alive. Armeo Peng seems to have lost her headband. And then Harper puts an end to that on another kill, and Post has its first lead since it was 1-0. Another serve from Groves. McCutcheon swing from the outside. Does get a block touch. Lindley McCutcheon, a senior opposite hitter from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. More of a depth player, but has come into form as of late. Really strong service player as well. And right on cue, she finds the back line. And Dominican goes in front. 8-7. That's her 16th service ace of the season. And she's had 4 service aces in 2 of her last 3 matches. She's off to a good start with her first tonight. One-arm dig from Bronco off the setter dump from Sandsteed. And Perrick drops it in the front row. Armeo Peng got a fingertip on it, but not enough to keep it alive. As Perrick picks up kill number 4 in this first set. She's back at the service line. Carr from the outside goes long. And just looked like her steps were off in terms of timing that ball up with her setter, Sandsteed. Had to slow down and hit that off her back foot. That's what leads to that higher ball flight. Doesn't get as much dip. And more in system attack this time from Carr. Goes off the block and drops in for another kill. Senior out of Rogers, Arkansas. One of two captains on this Dominican team is Carr. Strong serve. Carr has the set this time to Perez. Back row swing from Enright. Just pushes a little wide. And Dominican is back in front, 10-9. Carr is the top point getter in the CACC, averaging 4.11 points per set. Right now it's the double block for Dominican. That's Sandsteed joining forces with Savannah Toady, the junior middle blocker out of Minnesota. The other half to Aaliyah Ellis in this blocking core. Quick little run here for Dominican. Lanice Castillo has checked in. She had the receive and now floats it over. Perez from the outside. Groves had a phenomenal dig, but Bellaray, the front row setter, couldn't get there in time. And Dominican continues its charge ahead here. It's a 12-9 advantage, and Post will burn its first time out in set number 1. Back on the CACC network, Post and Dominican facing off on a Thursday evening in Middlebury, Connecticut. Post led by third-year head coach Tiffany Verney, a 34-52 career record for her, but a miles better 2024 campaign in comparison to her first 2 years. 10-20 in year 1, 8 in that second set alone. Perez comes from the back row, goes long, and the lead changes in favor of Post. A 19-18 advantage. And it's tied back up after a service error from Alyssa Groves. Which team's going to build that little advantage that can be so big going forward into taking set one? McCutcheon couldn't take advantage of it. And now Post is the one with the 1 point advantage. First to 20. And Tody with a sizzler from the front row. Ties it back up at 20 apiece. And now Gracie Carr will have the serve. Targets Castillo. That goes up into the rafters. And a free ball from Enright. Perez from the outside. Turned away. Bellaray and Hannah Brandt. A huge double block that shifts the momentum back in Post favor. That strong serve from Carr looked like it might have been a service ace potentially. Post was able to keep that point alive and let its blocking take care of the rest. Thompson drops to a knee. The setter dump from Sandsteed is executed perfectly and caught the Post defense napping. Tody goes back to the line. She had a huge dig just moments ago. And she's got a huge service ace here to give Dominican the lead back. Cross court set to Enright. That goes through the block and then bounces off the head of Ellis. And Bellaray says to Caden Sandsteed, whatever you can do, I can do better. As setter dump ties it at 22. Pair of kills for Bellaray. Brandt dots the line with a service ace in the back row. And Post takes the lead back 23-22. Patrick Ernst will take his first time out. It's Post with the late lead, 23-22 on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center. Post with a 23-22 advantage late in set number one. The Eagles in search of a first set win for the first time since their matchup against Chestnut Hill last weekend. Pang with a phenomenal save. Rodovino off the arms of Ellis. And Post is on set point in set number one. Hannah Brandt will have the serve. Brandt clips the top of the tape. Ellis slides in. Perez gets a block touch and keeps this one going. Caden Sandsteed goes back to the line. Was a part of a strong run for Dominican in the middle part of this first set. Enright puts an end to set one with a sizzler from the far pin. And Post will not have to work from behind here in set number 2. They take set one 25-23. And they'll look to keep the heart rate down in this one. Big first set from Christina Perrick, 5 kills. It was Enright picking up her second that ended set number 1. Set number 2 on its way from the Drubner Center. Welcome back to the Drubner Center. Set 2 on its way. Post takes set number 1, 25-23. It was knotted at 22, and then the Eagles went on a late surge to take set number 1. That featured 14 ties and 8 lead changes. Talked about set number 2 against Jefferson in Post's last match that had 13 ties and 7 lead changes. Set 1 between Dominican and Post outdoes it. Post will have the serve to begin set number 2 as the two sides switch sides. And it'll be Maria Branco. As Dominican brings its starters back out, figures out what rotation they'll be in as Todi will step to the side and Linda Armeo Peng will slot into the back row. Maria Branco gets set 2 going. Perez gets a block touch, and Dominican gets on the board first in set number 2. Perez was the leading hitter for Dominican in set number 1. She had 4 kills, now makes it 5. That ties Perrick for a match high. Bump to the outside. McCutcheon threads the needle and finds a soft spot in the heart of the defense. McCutcheon picks up her 4th kill. She's also got an ace today as well. A do-it-all player that is starting to find her form down the stretch of the regular season. Perrick cross court. There's number 6 for Christina Perrick, and the first point in the second set for Post. Perrick now with 312 kills on the season. Transferred over from AIC to spend her graduate season with the Eagles, as Aaliyah Ellis stretches the lead back up to 2 for Dominican. That's her 4th kill on just 7 swings. And the serve goes out of bounds from Ellie Perez. As I was saying with Perrick, she spent time with AIC over the last 2 years, started at the D1 level with Quinnipiac. And through her 2 years with AIC, she totaled 407 kills. She's become the main factor on this post team this year, and she's coming close to nearing that total. She's about, see, do some quick maths here, 95 kills away from tying that this season. With some of the matches that I've seen Christina Perrick have, it's not out of reach for her to eclipse that total this season, depending on how long postseason will go. Strong dig from Groves in the back row. Their setter dump from Bronco goes out of bounds, and she's pleading her case to the official that there was a block touch. The official at the net shakes her head, says, no, I did not see what you are seeing on that last point. It's an early 5-2 advantage for Dominican. The Lady Chargers looking to answer back. Free ball from Harper. Cross court set to Carr, goes off the arms and high into the air of Hannah Brandt. Harper's blocked it, rides the tape, and then slides back over. And McCutcheon deflects it off the arms of Kaylee Harper. It's an early 6-2 advantage for the Lady Chargers. And McCutcheon, who, as I said, is started to come into form. She started the last 4 matches. She's hit at least 200 with a minimum of 3 kills in all of those. Brandt gets a point back for post off the triple block. But for McCutcheon, like I was saying, she's starting to become a little bit of an X factor for Dominican. Obviously, Gracie Carr and Ellie Perez. Those are the 2 main pieces, the 1-2 punch on the outside. But you need someone to step up when you're in scenarios like this where both Perez and Carr slotted in the back row. There's Carr from the outside. And Harper pushes that off the block to bring post within 2. McCutcheon's got 5 kills on 9 swings for a .444 hitting percentage so far tonight. That's tied with Ellie Perez for a team high in terms of kills. McCutcheon again. Groves is there with the dig. And McCutcheon is turned away by Harper and Brandt on the block. A quick 3-0 run for the Eagles. Christina Perrick continues to serve. Tody through the middle. And Savannah Tody has her second kill of the match. Our first kill was a phenomenal dig. Pushed Dominican up to 20. A few points later, picked up a service ace. It looked like he was swinging momentum in Dominican's favor. But post answered back, and off the block of Tody and Sandsteed goes Harper's swing, and she's got another kill. Kaylee Harper was quiet in that first set, just 1 kill to her name. She's got 2 in this second set. Carr goes back to the service line. Back set from Ray to Brandt. And she'll smash that one right on the 10-foot line. This is a post team that knows what it's capable of. Tying it up at 8 there, another ace from Hannah Brandt. That's her second. She's got both service aces for post tonight. Tough receive. Sandsteed catches a block touch. Free ball from Ray. Perez is rejected. Radovano and Ray are there on another double block. This is a post team that doesn't average that many blocks, and Hannah Brandt, she's been a serving star through this first set and some change. 3 total aces for her, and for a post team that, as I was saying, don't block all that much. They had 5 total blocks in that first set. They already got 1 in set number 2 as Radovano pushes that wide. But for post coming into this match, they were 7th in CACC with 1.39 blocks per set rather. And for Dominican, their opponents averaging 1.58 blocks per set as Enright deposits that into the back row for another kill. And that's an 11-9 advantage for post. Bronco is back in and at the line. Ellis through the middle. Finds the back corner. Aaliyah Ellis, 5 kills, 8 swings in this match. She's showing why she's one of the top middles in this conference. Haven't seen her defense a lot. As that swing from Enright goes off the arms of Perez. Ellis was a little late sliding over on the double block. And for Enright, that's now 4 kills in this match. She's a supremely confident player. Strong serve, pushes a free ball from Ellis. Perrick off the arms of Ellis this time. Makes it a 13-10 post lead. Odd angle from McCutcheon. Carr to Enright in the back. Perez denied once again. It's Perrick and Radovano combining for another block. That is the 8th total block for post in this match alone. The Eagles got its blocking core going, stretching its lead up to 4 in set number 2. Dominican burns its first time out. We'll be back after this. Back inside the Drubner Center. Post with a 14-10 lead over Dominican. Eagles flexing its muscles right now. Enright's been a part of this service run. The blocking core has also been on fire. 5 total blocks in the first set, 3 already in set number 2. Enright with a strong serve. It's a free ball from McCutcheon. Harper, a looping roll shot. Sandsteed races in, but her contact goes out of bounds. And Harper arcs that over the leaping double block and picks up her 4th kill. Another strong serve from Enright. Perez down the line, goes wide. This is a 5-0 run from the Eagles. Perez gets a block touch, but Enright reads it off the deflection. Perrick, too powerful. Catapults off the double block and out of reach for Linda Armeo-Peng and Gracie Carr. They're racing towards the back corner. Late reaction from Perrick leads to a free ball. Floated over. Near disaster again for Post. Groves a phenomenal dig, but it goes off the lights up in the ceiling. Takes a little bit of a deflection and comes down faster. Perrick could not react in time, but that felt like a point that should have gone to Dominican earlier. Some late reflexes kicking in for Post, kept that point going. That's what Post looks like when it's in system, not any delayed reactions. Tamara Radovino, another kill for her. That's her 3rd. And the lead is back up to 7 for Post. The largest lead of the night for either side. And now it grows up to 8, so the biggest lead continues to grow larger. And Post has gone on a 7-1 run to stretch out, or excuse me, an 8-1 run to stretch out a big lead. Brandt turned away. That caught McCutcheon in the head. Almost like a soccer player with that header. Aaliyah Ellis will also get credited with a block assist there. Ellis, 9th in the conference in blocks per set at an 0.68 clip. She's also 2nd all-time in Dominican program history with 319 career total blocks. Christina Perrick puts an end to that momentum-building play with another kill for herself. Post is the first to 20. Floated over. Perez reads the swing from Harper. Free ball from Tody. Ray, the cross-court set to Harper. Catches the back line. Enright with a strong dig, catches a ricochet. Post keeps it alive. Perrick, this goes bouncing around up in the rafters. Setter dump from Ray. Perez cannot save it. Three kills for Bella Ray. To go along with double-digit assists as well. Perrick's serve goes long. But a big service run from Perrick. It spurs a little 3-0 run. Makes it a 9-point advantage for Post that grew as large as 10. Lindley McCutcheon back to serve for Dominican. Carr blocked a kick save and a beauty from Sandsteed to keep it alive. But Brandt will have none of that. Putting an end to that rally with her 6th kill. And the lead is back up to 10 for Post. This is the Post team that I've been used to seeing this season. Quick start offensively. And as the match goes on, they just wear on its opponent and take advantage of opportunities as Enright pushes Post to set point in set number 2 off her 5th kill. And Kaylee Harper will look to get an ace to end set number 2. In system, Carr from the outside. Deflects it off the block, and this set will keep on going. It's going to take a big run from Dominican, but in these stages, when you're down by this many, you just want to find anything that can build momentum, and an error like that will not do it. Post with a dominant second set, 25-14, and unlike matches in the past week or so, it's Post going up 2-0. They're looking for a sweep in set number 3 when we come back on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center. Through 2 sets, it's Post 2-0. Unlike in the past 2 matches against Felician and Jefferson, where Post has had to come from behind, down 2-0, and pick up reverse sweeps. Now they're on the front foot, and Dominican's going to be looking to do what Post has done. Both teams came in red hot. Dominican, winners of 3 straight Albin sweeps, not tonight. They're down 2-0. Meanwhile, Post looking for win number 8 in a row. And looking to clinch a home playoff match, that is, in the CACC tournament. Through 2 sets, it's Christina Perrick leading the match with 9 kills. Hannah Brandt just behind her with 6. Brandt has had a huge night. 4 total blocks, 3 service aces as well to go along with her 6 blocks, hitting at a .417 percentage. And for Post as a team, they're hitting .253. If you've been following along throughout the season, you know the lucky number for Post is 200. When Post hits above 200 as a team, they are a perfect 11-0. Below that 200 mark, they are 5-8. Dominican's going to need to find its form, string some points together, and it starts in set number 3. I've seen it from the front row here that Post has been able to do what Post has been able to do over the last 2 matches in those reverse sweeps. See what Dominican has in store. It starts the right way, an ace from Caden Sandsteed. And when talking with Nevaeh Johnson, Christina Perrick, and Alyssa Groves following the match against Jefferson on Saturday, Nevaeh Johnson said it best. We were hungry and we had to show them how we play. Dominican's turn is now, but Maria Branco on a setter dump picks up her first kill and evens it at 1. Alyssa Groves said it best that our mindset is we got to win, and we want to win the CACC. That's what we want to do. And Post is off to a good start after that ace from Sandsteed. It's back-to-back points. Perrick picking up the kill. Alyssa Groves, I haven't even had a chance to mention it. She's had some phenomenal digs throughout this match. 15 for her. But in that last match against Jefferson, she became the new all-time career digs leader at Post, eclipsing the 1,700 mark. Came into tonight with 1,705, now up to 1,720 in her career. She hasn't even completed year 3, and when talking to her, she said it's a nice accomplishment for me, and I'm feeling all the emotions. It feels nice to do it in my 3rd year. She passed Carrie Smith, who previously had the all-time record. She did it across 4 years. It speaks to the levels that Groves has been playing at. She's been the CACC Defensive Player of the Week 6 times this season, and over the last 4 weeks, it's all been Groves, leading candidate for the Defensive Player of the Year. Came in not only leading the CACC in digs per set, she also leads the entire country at the Division II level, averaging 7.11 digs per set, 668 total digs on the season. Dominican has gone on a little bit of a run and is back in front 4-3. Perrick puts an end to that, ties it back up at 4. Perrick, the first to double figures in terms of digs, with now 11. Perrick gets another block touch, but it stays alive. Harper gets another kill after it ricochets all the way around the Dominican defense. And Groves will continue to serve. Strong serve leads to an out-of-system Dominican, and Gracie Carr. Not very often you see a player like her whiff on a swing like that. Short memory for her. She quickly breaks the huddle and will look to bounce back as this set moves along. Double contact called against Maria Branco on the setter dump. McCutcheon on the serve for Dominican. Harper off the block. It floats back over, right over Harper's head. She had her back turned, didn't know. But it lands out of bounds, didn't catch any. Part of Harper, fortunate for her. And it's a 7-5 post lead. Looking for its first sweep in a little bit. Last 3 matches for Post have all gone 5 sets. All have ended in wins. Carr gets better contact this time. And Perick's swing goes into the net. Last sweep for Post came on October 22nd, 4 matches ago at Caldwell. The joust floats over to Dominican side. Enright with a sliding dig. Enright again off the block touch. This time she puts too much on it, and it goes into the ceiling. And the ricochet comes firing back down on Post side. And right now into double digits in digs. Harper gets that one to go, and also a net violation called against Caden Sandsteed. Castillo does the splits and keeps it alive. And Brandt gets the block. Take a bow, Lanice Castillo. How do you do? Incredible play by the junior defensive specialist out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. A back row sub for Christina Perick. She's showing why. And an ace from Kaylee Harper, swinging momentum back in Post's favor. A quick 3-0 run from the Eagles. Castillo again races in. Perez denied. Not sure if that was the block from Post. I think the majority of that came from the net. And then the recoil from the net went at it shooting back. And Dominican couldn't scramble back in time. Post stretching its lead back up to 4. They're looking for the sweep here on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center. Set 3. Post has built its lead up to 4. 11-7. Kelly Harper will continue to serve. Swing from Carr goes long. It's now a 5-0 run for Post. Set to Perez on the outside. Gets a block touch off the arms of Ray, and down to the hardwood it goes. Much needed point for Dominican, especially coming out of a timeout from head coach Patrick Ernst. In any situation out of a timeout, you want to get that first point back. And Savannah Tody picks up another service ace. That's her second. And a quick little run for Dominican closes in on the post lead. Brandt elevates and taps it down. Hannah Brandt has had a phenomenal match this evening. That's her 7th kill on 13 swings. Hitting near 500 on the match overall. She's got 3 aces as well, and now another block for post. That one not from Brandt, it's from Radovino and Ray. But for Brandt, she's had 6 total blocks, 4 digs as well, to go along with her 7 kills and a .462 hitting percentage. Back-to-back blocks for Ray and Radovino, and the lead has grown to 6 for post. Brandt with a howitzer of a serve. Sails long. Post looking to slow down the heart rate a little bit, ease the nerves of head coach Tiffany Verney in search of win number 8 in a row, and as well to go along with that, clinch a home match for the CACC quarterfinals in a couple of weeks' time. And hold on to that top spot in the North and in the conference. Ray, another setter dump off a bouncing ball. Goes off the arms of Lindar Mayo-Peng. And it's now a 6-point advantage for post once again. For Ray, that's kill number 4. On 6 swings for a .600 hitting percentage. Strong serve from Bronco. Free ball from Layla Shipley, who has come into this one. And right. Drops it into the back row. It's a 17-10 advantage for post. Patrick Ernst will burn his 2nd timeout. It's all post since set 1. And they're feeling it inside the Drubner Center. Looking for a sweep on this Thursday evening and to clinch a CACC quarterfinals home match on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center. Tonight's match not the only one going on around the CACC. Georgian Court taking on Goldie Beacom tonight. Wilmington plays host to Holy Family. Talked about in the open, Bridgeport taking on Bloomfield. And Felician also hosting Caldwell. Jefferson not taking on a CACC opponent. They're on the road in Garden City, New York against Adelphi. And looking around in terms of standings, as I talked about, post top of the North. A win clinches a CACC quarterfinals home match. And a couple of big matches coming up next on the schedule. A win tonight eases post nerves going into those, as Perrick sends Dominican scrambling all around the court and puts that down for another kill. next match for Post is a battle between two of the top teams in the CACC, North versus South. Top team in the South, Georgian Court, who is hosting this year's CACC semifinals and championship match. Might be an early preview of two teams that are looking for that title. Following that one, Post will be on the road, albeit not that far of a road trip, taking on its rival in Bridgeport, and then wraps up next Saturday, the 16th, at home against Bloomfield. Set it up from Sandsteed is red. Perrick doesn't get a block touch, and it goes out of bounds. 19-11 lead. As for Dominican, looking ahead, they'll need a short memory as they return home to take on a very talented Chestnut Hill team Saturday at noon. Then on Wednesday, they are on the road against Felician. And then Thursday, they go on the road again against Jefferson before finishing up at home on the 16th against Caldwell. An ace from Layla Shipley gets some energy back on Dominican side. Perrick powers it through a double block, but it's kept alive by McCutcheon. Radovino the tap over. Carr off the block. And it's a 3-0 run for Dominican. Shipley clips the top of the tape. Groves keeps it alive, but Enright cannot put it over. Layla Shipley, welcome to the match. Couple of aces. Dominican forces a post timeout. Momentum swinging back in favor of the Lady Chargers. They're down by 5, but Post looking to refocus and pick up this win. Dominican not going away so quietly into this good night on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center. As I talked about in the open, both these teams have already clinched postseason play in the CACC tournament. Meanwhile, in the South, as I talked about it, Georgia and Court, the top team at 10-2, they haven't clinched a spot yet. The South is so tightly congested and contested. There are 3 teams at 6-6. Chestnut Hill's in second at 8-5, and then Holy Family sits in last. They're looming at 5-7. As Perrick out of the timeout gets a point back following a 4-0 run from the Lady Chargers. Post inches into the 20s. It's a 20-14 advantage. So while I've talked about all there is to watch in this match, there's a lot going on in the South that you got to keep an eye on. Nicolette Piscopo comes in to this match. And Harper muscles it through the double block of McCutcheon and Ellis. Kaylee Harper has been outstanding this season for Post. Top hitter from a year ago, has been a huge supporting role to Christina Perrick along with Sarah Enright. And it's a 3-headed dragon for Post offensively. And we can't forget about Tamara Radovino and Hannah Brandt, how big they've been. The best thing about Post is every night it's really a balanced effort. And another point there, illegal block from Aaliyah Ellis, reaching over on Maria Bracco's set, and Kaylee Harper will check out. as Colleen Romero will slot into the front row. Harper, 9 kills, 6 digs for her. Not the double-double machine that we've seen her be sometimes, but still a very strong night from Kaylee Harper. Perrick might leave a dent in the floor after that swing. And a touch on Harper. That's now at least 9 kills in the last 10 matches for Harper. Floated over. Radovino off the block. Perrick keeps it alive. Enright, the back row pipe. Romero, the tap over, bounces around, and Romero puts post on set and match point. Enright puts an end to this one. Check, please. Sarah Enright helps post sweep Dominican, and the Eagles clinch a home match in the CACC quarterfinals in a couple weeks' time. No need to get the heart rate up in a reverse sweep fashion. It's a clean sweep for the Eagles tonight, and they improve to 17-8 overall, 12-1 in conference play. And the win streak grows to 8 in a row for the Eagles. And following its last home match of the regular season against Bloomfield next Saturday, they'll be back at home for when the CACC tournament begins. As for Dominican, they dropped to 10-9 in conference play, or 10-9 on the season, 7-5 in conference play rather. On the road to having that top 2 seed grows a little longer. Still, will be playing in the postseason, but they're going to be looking to get their momentum going down the stretch of the regular season. That'll do it for tonight's broadcast. For our entire broadcast crew, I'm Matt Scalzo saying thank you. Post-game interviews coming up next on the CACC Network.
Test. Test.
Matt Scalzo joined alongside Hannah Brandt following the sweep over Dominican. Hannah, you did it all tonight, hitting, serving, blocking. What was leading to your success and what has helped you on this strong run of form?
Thank you. I think overall practice stuff, we putting so much hard work in every morning in the practice and everything, getting early into the gym. So I would say hard work. Yeah.
A little bit of an easier night for you guys. No need for that reverse sweep.
Yeah.
And your block came alive as a team. 12 total blocks for the team. What were you seeing from your vantage point as that match went along?
I think overall, before the game, we also said block is going to be a big part of the game and kind of our focus. So also for the outside to set the block and for us middles to close. I think overall the team did a good job of that.
And with this win, you guys clinch a home match in the CACC quarterfinals in a couple weeks' time. What does it mean to be playing at home? It's been such a big part of your success this season.
Yeah, it's a big part. I think we're all super excited to play at home, the first round. So overall, we're happy and we're excited that we are home.
Well, congratulations on the win and your strong performance.
Thank you so much.